Thanks for being here. My name is Manny, and this is Manny's Studio, where we make music, talk about music, and whatever else I freaking fill my days with. Okay, so this pedal right here, can you see it? Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, so this pedal's kind of a big deal. It can do literally anything and everything. Look, when you study classical music, the world of tech and electronics becomes a very niche thing, which from a guitarist perspective is kind of weird because there's enough guitar pedals in the world to make you go in debt for the rest of your life. This world of pedals and sonic manipulation, all of that, it's all so ingrained in our instrument's culture and history, but when it comes to classical music, it feels like the general idea around it is that we try to preserve the natural acoustic beauty of the instrument. Still, there is a side of the academic institution that works a lot in tech and innovation. But the issue is that these innovations are typically only available to people at specific institutions, and even at that, they're usually pretty complicated and generally really inaccessible to the average performer. Even if you decide to use Max as your main program, do you know how difficult it is to get comfortable on Max? Maybe it's just me, but that's hard. There's always the issue of things crashing or not functioning properly, and these type of electronic contemporary music concerts usually require like tech assistants to be there and make sure that things don't go horribly wrong, but that's not really sustainable practice if you're touring a bunch of different places and like really need to make sure nothing crashes. And so there's kind of this big need to develop a self-sufficient approach to tech and classical music. And the clearest answer to all of this, especially as a guitarist, is pedals. Look, maybe what I'm about to say is going to be blasphemy, but classical guitar is just an acoustic guitar. We attribute the name classical guitar to this one thing, but really classical guitar should just be classical music that's played on the guitar, and that involves the electric guitar and everything that comes with it, like amplification and effect pedals, and thinking about those things and how that fits in your practice. And I think all this just ends up enriching our music and pushes the boundaries of what we can create on our instrument in this genre. Okay, so obviously I have a lot of issues with classical music culture and classical guitar. Even the name classical guitar is a little bit weird, but I'm not gonna get carried away with this. Today, I'm gonna stay on topic. Today, we're going to plug in my nylon classical guitar into the Empress Effect ZOIA. And I'm really stoked to be working with this pedal today. I've like really wanted to mess around with it and get my hands on one, but it's expensive. But a friend of mine had one and he was gracious enough to lend it to me, and I'm super stoked to see what I can come up with. This is going to be the first time I use it really. Okay, so I've been obsessed with the ZOIA for a while. Unfortunately, this isn't mine, but it's being lent to me by a good friend of mine, and that's what friends do, right? We share all our cool, beautiful pedals with each other. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to interface modules, and we're going to get an audio input, and we're going to need an audio output. And so something I've been really wanting to try was the granular module. So I believe that's under audio modules. Yes. Okay. Granular. 6 right there. And let's just do let's do 6 grains. Why not? And we're going to make it stereo. Okay. Cool. Now, I've been kind of thinking about this today. So I'm going to want to get a VCA involved. And is that also under audio modules? And the reason why I want a VCA is to control, it's to control volume, right? So there it is. What I want to do, wait, let's make that stereo. What I want to do is I want to be able to control the volume of just my guitar signal. And being able to balance that with the affected signal. Okay, so the next thing I've been wanting to add is, let's add a reverb. Why not? It's kind of ironic. I feel like I'm kind of just remaking the microcosm right next to the microcosm. But okay, let's go under effect modules. Let's do ghost verb. And we're going to make it stereo. Cool. And let's put in some LFOs. So control. Oh no, wait, didn't want that. Let's do that again. Control LFO. I want to make it, yeah, random. You know I like random. Okay. And let's just make a few of those and make them all random. Okay, so let's start connecting stuff. So we're going to take our audio input, connect it to granular, and then the output of granular into ghost verb out. Oh, we got signal. And then where do I connect the VCA? Here. So we're also going to connect our input to the VCA, then out. And let's put it at, I don't know, let's put it here for now. Cool. Okay, we got something. So let's start messing with it. Grain size. Okay, and then let's just start turning things, see what happens. Oh, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. And it'll freeze, I guess it'll freeze the last grain. That's really cool. Okay. Should we do that? Okay, so let's see. Let's start messing with the reverb. Let's make it really big decay. And then let's lower the modulation a little. A lot of resonance. Lower the mix just a little. How's this sound? Cool, we're getting somewhere. So now let's let this let's let this LFO control the grain size, and then this will be the position. This will be, wait, where's the other one? Density. Cool. Make this a little faster. Slow these down. That's pretty cool. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me again in today's video. Next week, I've been feeling really inspired with this little basic patch I created. So I'm going to try to write a tune with it for next week, and then I'll post that up for next week's video. And yeah, let's see. I have no idea what it's going to be, but we'll find out, I guess. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm stoked to see you next week.